Macho Dan.
What's up? Are we live?
We are live, and we've already got robotics going on. Do you have a good, clean Wi-Fi to work from?
Oh, that is it me or is it you? You're in the middle of nowhere probably, so it's probably you.
I'm in Potunk, Tennessee. So yeah, I'm out here. I got a new hat. Actually, it's a borrowed hat.
It looks good. It's a borrowed hat.
This is the Bill. I call this the Bill Dance hat. You remember Bill Dance?
No.
Fisherman extraordinaire. Used to have a Saturday afternoon fishing show.
I don't remember that.
He's the bass master, Bill Dance.
Okay, right on. Yeah, it's very tall.
It's a big
one.
It's a big one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this chat to pop out of this window. Top chat, live chat.
Let me check on some things too, just so we can.
So I can. If we're going, I can.
Yeah.
So how's Tennessee? What's going on in Tennessee?
Well, it's been lovely. I mean, honestly, it really has been lovely. The weather has been great.
It's been nice here too.
Yeah, it's you know.
Share chat.
All right, I got the chat up here. I'm gonna slide it over.
Man, I have no. It's just showing me that I can't. Oh, here we go. I got it. Pop out. Boom.
All right, it says we got two watching, so that's probably you and me.
Yeah, it's probably it. Probably up. Jeff Lastly's in here. Go Vols.
Oh yeah, what up, Jeff Lastly? I bet you like them Tennessee Vols, don't you?
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
Well, you're gonna show me something. Do you want to show?
Oh yeah, I'll show you. Hold on.
Wait, should you save it until a few more people jump in, or?
Yeah, let's save it for a minute. I gotta find where I'm at on here. We got 2 people watching, 3 people watching.
Oh,
so Jeff and you and I.
Thanks, Jeff.
Well, yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks for getting in now. Let's just talk about what you're like. What's going on with you? Why have we not seen you very much?
Well, man, it's been a crazy season in the old life of the Mutt-Man. It's been very busy.
Cross just said, I hope the bus of thoughts come soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Cross.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Rick.
I'm going to get Rick in here. He's a way better co-host than you are. He proved himself.
Yeah,
already.
You should get Rick in here.
He's way more savvy. He's better. He's on time usually.
You don't want like this thing I'm going to show you that I made. You don't want to know how long it took me to make.
Wow.
Like it just took me a long. Like when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, I could have done that in about 30 seconds. It took me entirely too long, and I was saying that because you're talking about Rick being on here. Like Rick, this is something Rick could do in his sleep with his eyes closed.
Okay, what is it?
But it took me a long time to do. No, we need to wait. Wait a little bit, and we'll bring it in. Hey, there's Abe. What's up, man?
I was having technical difficulties. Sorry.
Abe Sapiens in. He got his sweet 100th episode.
Yeah.
Wolverine, right?
Yeah, man, he got it. Yeah, he got it. Awesome. Yeah, we've been working, man. That's the thing. Like, I've been busy, and the career, the family, volunteer work, like seriously, like a lot of things. Not to mention the freelance. Got to make some money. Got to make that skrill.
Yeah.
Got to pay them bills. And then, literally been nose to the grindstone with comic book stuff. Like I'm drawing as much as I can and getting as much comic book work done as I can too. So,
yeah, I did get for everybody out there, the 4 people listening. I did get today. Mutt sent me some really cool thumbnails to start working on. He's like, we pretty much got our Tales from Beyond the Gate all worked out. which is we're pretty excited about. And we've done a few changes here and there to the story to make sure that it's gonna fit the space allotted, and it's gonna be pretty sweet. We're pretty pumped about it. So that was pretty fun. I got to look through those. I have started very loosely writing words down, but with the language we're using with this, I've had to be doing a lot of learning, man.
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot of weird stuff to get my mind in the right mindset for this.
Yeah, you've been reading a lot of Poe, right? Some Poe.
Yeah, man, some Poe. It's like it's really, it's not 18th century. It's really like 19th century English is like what we thought would fit kind of that Poe kind of feeling. And so I've been reading a lot of that kind of stuff, weird early 19th century stuff. So yeah.
Well, I just want you to know I appreciate the homework. You know, I know that you writers get a bad rap because you don't really do anything, but it's nice to see you actually doing some homework.
Well,
you know?
I do a lot of homework. I do a lot of homework. Like whenever I'm writing anything, I always like I like some, even though this is like a weird fictional story, I always like some there. It's almost like historical Easter eggs. Like I like to put that stuff in whatever I'm writing, and so this thing's no different. I just I like getting stuff right, I guess, when it comes to things like that. So
yeah. You want to? There's some chat going on. You want to read some of the chat?
Yeah. Abe said, "Life has kicked my butt this year so far. I'm rolling out with the punches, and I'm working on my 4-page comic." Excuse me.
Yeah, man. Hey, I know awesome, how that is,
yeah.
Dude. I know how that is. You know, like it is tenacious, especially like when you're talking about. I mean, everybody's got a busy life, but you know, like me and Macho, we're at that fatherhood stage where we got small kids, and it's just not easy. It's not easy. And I mean, everybody's got different places in life where it just gets really, busy. So, but dude, I'm just like you, just like us. You just got to keep doing a little bit at a time, 20 minutes a day.
And I saw, I think Abe, posted some stuff the other day I commented on, and I think I thought it was him. He's doing a, something like a drawing a day, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, Abe. But it was really some really cool art that I saw that he is posting, and I didn't know. I'd have to go back and look. I believe it's from him or maybe from a friend. They're both doing this a drawing a day to make a comic. But even he's saying a 4-page comic, even 4 pages, it doesn't sound like a lot. Like if you just said it to. It's the 100s anthology book is what he's doing the art for. But he's saying this 4-page comic, if you just told somebody on the street you're writing a 4-page or drawing a 4-page comic, people will not understand how difficult that actually is. Right. It's 4 pages doesn't sound like a lot, but it's really hard.
Oh, it's hard.
Especially if you're trying to keep a story in 4 pages, it's probably insanely difficult to just write a story from beginning to end in 4 pages. That even makes it more hard.
Yeah. And also if it's him just by himself, I don't know if he's got any help, but it's tough enough with 2 people, people that can do it all by themselves. That's really impressive.
And then Rick says, "Dan, do you have a stormtrooper helmet going around your wall?" I do. If you've a good spot, Rick. So there's some things floating around in the back here, if you can see it on the back wall. I have this it's like a lawn thing. You jam it in your lawn, and it's a really powerful light, and it does these excuse me, I'm tired. Does these Star Wars things on my on the front of my house for Christmas. It's like red, green, and white or whatever. But I thought it'd be funny to put it in the Macho cave. So it's up on the TV in front of me, and it's just shooting it back that way. So that's what that is. If you see it, there's a stormtrooper right there. So
Macho. You and your Macho cave. That's pretty impressive.
I always have to Mutt saw it this week, but I sprung a leak and there was a little bit of water coming through the wall of the Macho cave.
Yeah.
Very slowly. But like we've had so much rain in like last year, our total rainfall amount was like 60 some inches of rain, and that is like way more than the average. The average is probably like less than 30 inches of rain, like probably way less than 30 inches of rain. But we had 60 some inches. So anyway, it's still raining, and the ground just got so full. Oh, I'm sorry. I need some coffee or something. The ground got so full that the water table rose and it just started coming in my wall. So that was super fun. But a small waterfall in the Macho Cave, cool. Yeah, exactly. It was a water feature we just made.
But dude, the Macho Cave is it's all that in a bag of chips. It's cool.
Yeah,
I got to be in the environment and the ambiance.
The Macho Cave.
The nerd ambiance is legit.
I gotta get it back to where it was, because there's stuff like everywhere. But
basically, it's the kind of place that if I was 21 years old, I would hang out there all the time until you had to kick me out.
Right.
You know, like I'd come over there with my Walmart bag full of chips and sodas and stuff, and I would stay too late playing video games and hanging out.
That's what the Macho Cave is for.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
All right. So hold on. Let me pull this thing up, and then I'll screen share and make sure I'm not gonna like dox myself.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. We're here. All right. Let me see if I can get it so I can screen share. Share. All right. Is that me? Am I sharing now?
I think you are.
All right. You can see yourself?
I can.
All right. Oh, look what I made.
Hold on. Let me white box you. This is my fault. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, it is your fault.
Boom. Dude, look at that.
I want to, I mean, it took me so long to figure out how to.
You made a Nintendo cartridge.
I want to put this on a t-shirt, man. Would that be like the coolest t-shirt ever?
I love it, dude. Look at that Nintendo cartridge. I'm going to play that game tonight.
I know, like, I want to, so I was looking, don't ask me what, I was looking at Nintendo cartridges, and I was like, man, that first promo image of HIRO that we got looks like it could totally be on a cartridge for a Nintendo game. Like, that is exactly, that's what it looks like. And so I needed to make it. It took me so long to make this, because I don't know what I'm doing in Photoshop, but I finally figured it out.
You did a good job. I like that a lot, man.
Anyway, I want to make like a limited edition shirt or something. We can do a shirt. So.
Abe says, I got my taxes. I'll buy it right now.
Dude.
You know how many people are getting their taxes back? We should get HIRO out there, man. So we
got to get it going.
All that tax money can start rolling in.
We should just like we should just be like, we said April, but just kidding, right now.
April 1st, it starts.
April 1st.
No. We're gonna wait till April 30th. We want to launch this time with a lot done. We want people to see a lot of stuff that's happened. But you know what's going on before then, Daniel?
Yes, I do know.
Tales from Beyond the Gate, my friend, which is in full effect. And this project, I'm telling you right now, man, I cannot believe how jacked this project is. I'm jacked in a good way.
Oh, yeah.
This project is beefy, and there's a lot of people who are pushing on this thing. I want to show a little bit of it, too, while we're talking about it. Can you watch the chat for me while I screen share?
Yeah. I was going to say, too, Abe, I'm seriously going to potentially, like, shop that idea around with there's like you can I'm gonna talk to Doug about it, but you can give designs to like these t-shirt companies, and they'll just print as needed and send them out. You don't have to like buy like 100 t-shirts or whatever. So I was gonna talk to them, because I would totally buy one of those. So if I do that, it'll be shared out. I'll let you know. This should be around this 3-month Feb April to crowdfund. Yeah, that's the plan. Is we're gonna crowdfund in April, and that'll get it. That'll get us going. We're pretty confident this time. We have a lot of things we're going to talk about in the upcoming episode or whatever upcoming streams. I'm sure about what we're going to change, but yeah, let's get back to Tales from Beyond the Gates.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sure everybody has, but this is Tales from Beyond the Gate. This is the Indiegogo page. And I got the link to it on this on the description of this stream. So click on that and check this thing out. One thing I love about it is this cover. I mean, this cover is just hot to death.
Yeah,
it's it's cool.
It is cool.
And you know, like cool little things like this little sticker. The featured Gatekeeper special is really sweet, and it's got this. You know, I mean, you get a book, which this book is like 160 pages.
Yeah, it's a big old book, man. It's got to be hardcover, right? I think it's hardcover.
I don't know. I guess it all depends on tiers and all, or, you know, like stretch goals and all that kind of stuff. But I think 160 pages is
that's a big old book, man.
That's a ton of content, man, for that, you know, for that money. Like you could just get the book itself for right at 30 plus shipping. So I think you'd be like, if you're international, you'd probably be at 45. I think if you're,
it was a lot for shipping. Like on this book, there was some talk in the Gatekeepers chat about is shipping too much or not. On this one, it's a little high, but it's because
the book's so big.
The book's so big, I think. Yeah. Because like somebody was saying they were weighing their books with like so many pages, and they were saying like it's about right. Like it's like $25 international, but it's because like, and that sucks because it's as much as almost the book, but that's just how much shipping costs to like get that big heavy stack of paper overseas. And unfortunately Canada's included in that, but you know.
Well, it's a really beautiful book, and I think it'd be worth it either way. And it's going to be the first anthology in the Tales from Beyond the Gate series.
Yeah.
So the first one is horror, and then they're going to do other themes after that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like the first technical like CG anthology as well. You know.
I believe that's true. Yeah, like CG only people and
yeah. So it's kind of cool, and it was a really big deal when they accepted us to be involved in it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
For at least for me, it was because there's some major talent on this. Some major talent on this book. So it's cool that they thought enough of us to let us get in there.
You know, and one of the things they're giving away, speaking of talent, is this Patron of the Arts. You can only do.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think you can do as many as you want, but one of them has been claimed already. But one of these artists, not the pros, but one of the non-pro artists will do a sketch for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a sketch page. Plus the kit and the sketch
plus
page,
the big kit, yeah.
The big kit and the sketch page. So I mean, that's really sweet
that's
deal.
Pretty dang good for $200 if you think about it. 160-page book. You get T-shirt, you get stickers, you get a poster, and then you get
original art like this.
The original art, which is really cool.
Yeah, and this is by Bill Hart. And I don't really know a lot about Bill Hart. I'm just trying to get to know some of these guys right now since we've jumped into this thing. But man, these guys are so good. Look at the intensity of this this creature attacking this girl, you know. Yeah.
There's some good stuff. JD.
And there's JD's and it's Lydia. Have you kind of looked at this? Have you looked this page over, Dan? It's really creepy. Like this little girl up in an attic, right?
Yep.
She's got her food for some reason, right? She's just kind of looking at it. And then she pulls this like really sharp piece of
her glass.
Yeah, and look, she's holding it and there's blood coming out. Isn't that creepy? And she's looking at her bear in an insidious way.
Yeah, why is it with like what is it with kids when kids are
it's so scary.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
Yeah. So that's going to be weird. And then this one is John Dillard too. And I think the art on this just looks so intense and cool.
Yeah, the color work on this one, I think, enhances John Dillard's work on this book specifically. Like the muscles and stuff. Whoever did the colors did it really well.
I think he colored it too. So
okay, cool. Well,
yeah.
then he knows.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. He did
hey,
this
look,
one.
There's another John Dillard book.
Hey, look, it's all John Dillard. No, he's rocking and rolling, man.
He's doing the hard work for this thing. So good for him.
Yeah, he's hustling hard. And look at this la. I don't even know how you say this. La Rona. I think you got to roll the tongue to say it. But yeah, this is like some kind of maybe like a Spanish horror story that I'm not aware of. So I'll be interested to see that when that's done. This one by Jay Potts looks so weird. It looks more sci-fi than horror, but it looks really interesting. Like, look at this crazy creature in the background here.
Right, and there's some tribal person on top.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, I wonder if they land in some alternate dimension or something. He's got his skull with a tiny skull, you know? Weird.
We have not only do we have Tyler in the chat. He said, they're back. They're finally back. But we also have hashtag one man fan.
Oh,
Trey Daniels.
Oh, no. Snap.
He is here. He's back. What's up, Trey?
What up, Trey? What up, Trey? Our boy Trey and our boy Tyler all in one place.
Yep.
It's like a family
Tyler
reunion.
says Macho bringing HIRO to 2019. That's right, man. Launching very, very soon. Relaunching. New and improved. We'll be talking about that. So yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, look at this. Look at this Eric Weathers art right here. This is really scary.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Stranger Things.
Yep.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Demogorgon.
Yeah, but even weirder because of the way that face is made. That's just scary, you know. But then it's like medieval, and he was telling John Malin, I think, that this actually plays into another comic that he has. So this is like almost like a.
Is that going to be part of his Operation Zephyr or whatever?
I don't know if it's for that or for something else, but basically this is supposed to be like thousands of years earlier for some creation that he has for another story.
I like this because this is kind of what we're doing too, and we'll talk about that. But I like that. I like when there's, if you're doing a couple different projects and there's things that are interconnected. Not everybody likes that kind of stuff, but I do like those sort of things. Not in the Marvel way of where you have to read every series in the little, everybody's storyline to get the whole story. Yeah. I like just little bits. Like, you don't have to read every story, but it's kind of fun if you do, get those like little shorts or whatever to just give you a little more like tidbits. It'd be like a book series and there's like novellas that accompany it or whatever. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do too. And I mean, really, that's what the whole thing was designed for. It was designed to give creators like you and me a little opportunity to...
A little platform.
Yeah, a little platform and, a little boost to give us a little bit more audience reach. And I think it's fantastic.
Oh, I gotta say real quick to Trey. So on if you have PlayStation, you can download games. Like, there's some games you can download free, and I downloaded Call of Duty because it was like they were saying like it's Call of Duty, like download it free, and I was like, okay, and I downloaded it, or I like got it, and I didn't download it to the system until last night, and I was like, that's the game Trey loves. He loves Call of Duty Zombies, and I started playing it today. I just decided to play a game, and I'm absolutely terrible, but it was really fun, Trey. I had a good time. I just thought about that, and I wanted to let you know.
That Edward Richtofen that I did?
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. I was thinking about you drawing that.
Yeah, that's become kind of popular on my Pinterest page.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of reshares and stuff like that. And what's funny is this one guy, I guess it's a guy, I'm not sure, but somebody did a shipping situation with Richtofen.
A shipping?
Let me help you, Dan. I know you're not a worldly man. You're not a. Let me white box you real quick while I'm talking to you.
Why are you gonna white box me?
Because I got to teach you something. Shipping, my friend. Here's what they do. These other guys, they know about this. They're probably blowing you up in the chat right now.
Okay, nobody's saying anything right now.
Okay, shipping is when you take one character, right? This is a fictitious character, a fictional character, and you put them in a relationship, usually of a physical relationship, with another character. It's called shipping.
Okay.
Right. And there are hetero ships, and there are homo ships, and there are all kinds of ships. There are furry ships. There are all kinds of crazy ships. But this Richtofen ship was with some other male character. And it was just really funny that somehow or another this person had found my Pinterest page and had taken that particular drawing, with a JPEG of that drawing.
So he stole your drawing and then added him with another. Oh, that's hilarious.
So yeah, I'll have to show you that so you can you can identify. Really, I think you can help me identify who's being.
Shay says, "Oh my God, why?"
Okay, let's get back to this.
All right, yeah, let's get back to it because the art on this is really cool looking.
Yeah,
and this is obviously like this is some sort of sci-fi horror. So he's bridging the gap here.
Yeah, this Kevin Stewart. Okay, whenever this is shown, this page gets stopped on. This is a scroll stopper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People scrolling, whoa, they stop, they check this thing out, all of the cool details and everything. People love this. So I'm really interested to see what this story is all about and find out like what's so scary about this situation, because to me it looks like, cool sci-fi, really great illustration. I'm really curious to see like what the heck happens on this ship.
Yeah, it looks cool. Good art. And it's funny because a lot of people that were on that, who's that? What is that junk? I'm playing. A lot of the people on this book, I haven't even like seen their Twitter handles or anything before, and we got put on or added into this chat, and we've met all these people, and it was just really neat because I started following pretty much everybody right away and just like scrolled through their profile to see what they're about. And there's some really cool artists and some really neat stuff coming out. Yeah,
and what I like about this thing is there's so many different kinds. Like this is medieval, this is like weird alternative universe.
Yeah.
This is like some kind of a cultural
Spanish
iconic thing. This is like, look at this. I mean, just look.
That one's gonna have that one's not gonna have any words. I bet that's Neanderthal.
You're right. This is survival. This is horror from survival.
Yeah.
This is like weird, scary kid, and this is like some kind of supernatural dream thing.
The Manticore.
Yeah, man. Like the variety is really, really cool. It's
it is really cool.
No one thing is similar to the other, right?
Yeah.
And then ours, I feel like ours is actually probably the most straightforward.
Right.
It seems to be anyway, the most straightforward type horror story. So hopefully it's going to shake out good.
It's going to be a little homage, but it's definitely has a different spin on some things. And I think cool.
Let's get into that next because I'm going to actually show some art for it real quick.
Cool.
This
Todd Mulrooney, he's good too. Yeah.
Very excellent artist, and again, it's like it almost looks like a happy situation. Like, wonder what the horror is going to be.
It's going to be like he's looking at his phone, and it's going to come up, and it's going to be like your bank account is empty. Somebody hacked your account.
But this looks like modern reality. So,
dude, this Todd Mulrooney, he's the guy that he does Ignition.
Yeah.
And it makes me laugh because he always thinks that I'm the artist, and he's like, he's always like, he's like, Macho, your art's getting really good, man.
Yeah, he must be watching these streams where you're doing your art on notebook paper with markers
and ballpoint pens.
Yeah, and you really are improving. I mean, he is right.
He is. He's right about that.
Here's Manny. Now, Manny's been after me to get on his get on the stream with him, and he's like, of course, he's in he's in a time zone 4 hours later.
I would love to be on Manny's stream, but he literally sends us links at about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I've got to get up in a few hours.
But look how great this art is. I mean, his attention to detail, his the characterizations of the little girl, you know, the house, lots of great detail. Really throws you into the story quickly. It's a cool looking story, and I'm you know, again, it's a kid in a scary house. I wonder what's going to be about. So then you got Rabbit by Pixel Trader. This is the only thing we have is this sweet logo.
So Pixel Trader's doing classic, just showing the logo and just a cryptic word rabbit, but it looks like sort of space. And it's, you're gonna have to get the book to figure out what that's about.
Yeah, and then this,
what up, Manny is in the chat.
What up, Manny? It's like dinner time for him right now.
That's right. One of these days we're gonna get on there, Manny. One of these days we're gonna get on there, and then you're not gonna know what to do. But there's like 1:32 a.m. ones I just can't hack it, man. I'd be useless.
Dude, this is that Valentine story.
I read that thing. Did you read that whole one?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good, and it's really creepy. Yeah. You know, it's definitely got that creep factor to it and grossness. It's actually makes you feel really bad for this poor girl.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is this guy right here. Look at these nasty teeth.
I know. That's great, man. Like that's a perfect short. It's 7 pages. It works really well. Yeah. Oh, man, he's in New Hampshire right now.
Oh, cool.
What are you doing on the East Coast, man?
Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
The beast of the East. So, so then we got like our gatekeepers down here. Of course, you got your pros. You gotta throw those names out there because that does get you some cred on your anthology.
I mean, some big names: EVS, Mike Barron, John Malin. I mean,
yeah, James Hudnall. He's definitely very interesting to me. I wasn't really aware of him before seeing him on all CG stuff.
Right, and Gary Shipman. I'm pretty sure I had seen him before, but I've just seen so much more of him now. So
yeah. And Mike Barron. A lot of people know him. Of course, John Malin and EVS they go without saying. But look at all these creators, man. I mean, there's a lot of people putting in on this book.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at this guy right here. That's a great picture of you.
Like, I don't know. John just got some. It was like a random tweet of me at work with my Macho Man Randy Savage shirt on. He just nabbed it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get in there a little bit.
It's all good. Get in there. Let me see
if I can. This JPEG's not going to cooperate. Well, everything else is huge except for the JPEG. Oh gosh, can't do it.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
All right. So anyway, there's a lot of good stuff there. And then I wanted to also show Indicron because
I'm not white boxed still, am I?
No, sir. Okay, I'm actually white boxed.
Okay, good.
So look, here we are.
There it is, upcoming, everyone.
We've got our upcoming, and you know we're live.
We're in.
You know, we got our elevator pitch going there, so we're upcoming, man. And we've got profiles.
Yeah, I'm real happy with my profile.
Let's check it out real quick.
There it is. Look at that.
Look at this curly mustache.
You look like how it have a crowdfunding total. Yeah, I do. If there's a movie, everyone go watch this movie on Netflix called
Bronson.
Is it Bronson.
Yeah.
And everybody said I look like Bronson. So.
You do. You look like you're way tough there.
Yeah.
And I definitely wouldn't want to mess with you.
Yeah, but it's such a good photo. I had to use
That's great, man. That's great. Mine's way more boring than that. We won't even show it.
That mustache. Now I want to see it. I don't know if
it's just my icon, and you know, co-creator.
You need to get. You didn't write anything, man.
I just had to get. It was under the gun. I was just trying to get it done, man.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, we're involved, man. You know, we're in there. We're working.
We're in.
We're working.
Right.
Let me show you what I've been doing actually.
Yeah, let's see some. Let's see some.
You probably seen this is the one that's in the. Oh, sorry. This is in the. Let me give you some close up look here at the artwork. I think it's a little bit better when you get up close, you know. But it's a lot of stuff. I'm trying an ink wash style for this one. It's going to be black and white, unless we get enough rays where we can get a colorist to get in there and help us out.
Right.
Yeah, and our new guy Vegas. I mean, he would do great.
He would do great in this.
Yeah, I'd love to get him to do it. Maybe if we can raise enough, we'll be able to get him in here and color it for us.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
So yeah, and then like this guy, he's obviously in English. He's coming to see a priest, and I'm leaving plenty of places for word bubbles and storytelling.
Yeah.
And this is a page that doesn't happen in sequence. This is actually, I think, page 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I got your words in here. If you want me to turn them off, I can.
Yeah, I don't. It's fine.
But you can see he's, he's mixing up the potion. And this is going to be a forerunner story for HIRO. So this is actually the Dr. Krupin that's in our story. This is his father. And this is Anastasia. This is actually his mother. And the situation is that his dad is trying to bring his mom back to life. So you'll definitely want to, if you're a fan of HIRO, you'll definitely want to check this out and kind of get a taste of what our universe is like, because this is kind of the early taste of it.
Yeah, it's definitely, the universe definitely stems from horror, I would say.
Yeah,
it's horror and it's science fiction.
It is, but it starts in a horrible place.
Yeah, it does.
The motivation really starts in a horrible place. And then I'm working on this one today.
Yeah.
This is another page. So these are my pencils, and I'll lay down my inks later. But I like how this one's kind of turning out,
Yeah.
I guess good. A little bit more pencil work to do, and then I'll start on my inks. But yeah, so we'll have a 10-page story up in this piece.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pretty epic, man. I'm really looking forward to having that in print, seeing that go out. And I'm telling you what, bud, look at this, 43.15.
I know, man. It's doing great. Like, I think that this is the classic. Narwhal talks about this a lot. Is that a lot of times it'll hit a lull, like it'll have go crazy right out of the gate. It'll get close to 50% and just hit this lull, and it's hard to move, and then all of a sudden it'll start picking up again.
Well, this went out of the gate real hard,
real hard. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think like it's got almost 50 days left. So there's plenty of time, more than enough time.
Yeah. It'll definitely fund. But the thing is that I hope that we can kind of, between all of us creators, we can kind of keep the motivation going for this and keep people moving toward it and expand the audience as much as possible. Because there's a big horror audience out there.
Yeah, you had posted in our little group chat that Promote Horror or whatever was a great person to tag, and they have like a huge following, and I think that's a great way to start tagging some horror stuff, because like horror people are gonna naturally enjoy some of this, these little short stories like this. I think they're more likely to pick up a comic book than comic book people picking up like some horror stuff. But it does translate pretty well.
Well, yeah, and if you're a horror fan, I mean, look at this cover. You want this book. I mean, this is definitely something that you want to have, and it harkens back to a lot of classic stuff, but at the same time, it does have kind of a new vibe to it. And look at the variation of stories. I mean, some of these stories, which are, they're just cool short stories. These are movies, man. Like Hollywood is dying right now for lack of inspiration.
Right.
Like who wouldn't want to see a Neanderthal movie that is full of action and terror? Who wouldn't want to see some kind of crazy mythos, Spanish mythos?
It's like it's like a Blair Witch in Mexico.
Yeah,
That's
like
what I think that
this
is.
could be the next big thing. You could look at any one of these, tomorrow's extinction. This could be the next Dune. You just
That thing has that tomorrow's extinction has definitely a I don't know, I think it has like a little bit of a almost an 80s look vibe to it, like a retro vibe, but then like it is some sort of weird.
maybe it's like a Jurassic Park or something.
I don't know.
Either way, you just like look at this. Obviously, these kinds of creatures in movies are that's marketable.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
We like before maybe it wasn't, but now this is marketable for sure.
Abe in the chat said tragic motivation leads to a compelling story. He was talking about our what you had drawn, and I agree. I think that's a definite tragic motivation always leads to a good plot. I think so. That's definitely where we're coming out with this. And then Michael says this looks cool. It reminds me of Tales from the Crypt. Have y'all seen Long Harbor? Yeah, it is that so number one, yes, it's kind of definitely kind of a Tales from the Crypt vibe, and I think that's what's so cool about it. It works that way really well, and Tales from the Crypt had some weird stories like this that I think they kind of hit most genres in that. And then yeah, that Long Harbor looks so freaking good. It looks really good.
Really?
And that you talk about a book funding fast. I thought if it's got to be 3/4 of the way there. I think like it's got to be there or pretty close. I think it had a $15,000 that's what they were looking for, and it's got to be at least halfway or more. Is it a CG book? I don't think it's a CG book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's on Indiegogo though.
Okay, right on. Well, I don't want to go find it right now and lose my place, but yeah, that book does look killer. I'll tell you what else looks really good is I just found it today is this Chaotic Flux. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't get a chance to look.
Really slick, man.
Let's see.
It's only got 53 backers at this point, so they could definitely use a bump.
What's he trying to get? What's his goal?
Let's see.
Trey says HIRO is a marketable product. We think so too, Trey.
I'm glad you feel that way, Trey, because we're going to expect you to be first in line.
That's right. He's got a $6,000 goal. It looks really cool. Colors look good. Art looks good.
Yeah.
That's a freaking cool looking. That's awesome right there.
Yeah. This.
And then that beast right there looks cool.
Yeah. There's lots of really great looking pieces of art in here. So the artwork definitely grabbed me right off the bat when I first saw this. But anyway, there's some good stuff coming out, man. And I'm telling you what, dude. I'm telling you what right now.
I'm gonna drop that Long Harbor, and I found it right here. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
All right, cool.
Sorry, go ahead. You said you're gonna tell me something.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now. The people that we are sort of rubbing elbows with now are legit comic book stars.
Yeah.
Like if you look at who's rocking on IndieCron right now.
Yep.
There's a ton of people who are legitimate comic book stars who have a product that is unique, a product that's unique to them, a product that's unique to a specific audience. And I mean, some of these things are going to, fall short of their backing, and then they're going to come back like we did, but there is something for everybody.
Yeah.
So the more I see coming out, the more excited I get about this community. I mean, there's just so much going on.
That there's one to go up a little bit. So there is a book that I thought was really interesting. It's that coloring book, the Monsters coloring book, Menagerie of Monsters coloring book.
Oh, yeah.
Like that thing is super cool, I think. Like it's not something that I probably would personally buy for myself.
Yeah.
I'm not good at coloring. I'm bad at coloring in the lines. I'm not a person that can do that. But I think it's such a great. I think it's a great product. I think it was smart, and it might get funded. It looks pretty cool. Like the art's pretty good. It's like they're unique. I like it.
I like this too.
Our boy 7 of 9 is in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Welcome aboard. Ahoy.
Welcome. Ahoy. Ahoy, matey. But yeah, I think it's I think this is this is something different. I think it's really neat, but I don't know if it'll get funded or not. I hope it does, because it's a cool looking book.
I've heard some people talking about it. This is my first time of really just checking it out. I really dig this.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I want to color it, which I guess is the point.
Yeah.
Look at that.
See, what happens is, like, for me, I'll start coloring it, and then I start getting tired of like swapping colors and not getting very far.
Yeah.
And then I just start coloring everything the same color. And it just gets like more primary as I go. But yeah, we have some. We're in really good company, man. It's exciting to just be accepted and involved in this in the community of creators that are on Indicron and off Indicron too, because there's like tons of guys that are not even on Indicron that are pretty awesome creators in their own right, for sure.
Yeah. So do you want to update on what's going on with HIRO real quick?
Yeah, let's do it. First of all, let me ask you: did you see where I tweeted a really random, strange tweet yesterday, and Hulk freaking Hogan retweeted it?
Dude, get out of town! Please tell me about that.
I know you know about this, but I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about Hulk Hogan, and they said something, and it jogged my memory. Like they said something in passing about like the show with him being on a speedboat, and I was like, oh my gosh, Thunder in Paradise. I haven't seen Thunder in Paradise in like decades. And so I pulled it up and I watched the intro, and I was like, I remember this show vividly now that I watched this, and it made me so happy that I had to tweet at Hulk Hogan. And it got like 3 people were like, oh, like whatever, they liked it. And I was like, that's a dud, whatever. And then I go to sleep last night, and I wake up to like 70 some likes, and I looked, and Hulk freaking Hogan liked it or retweeted it, and I was like, that just like I just checked off a bucket list item right there. Number 1, the Hulk Hogan acknowledged my existence, and then he retweeted a tweet of mine. Isn't that incredible?
Well, here's what I thought when you told me about this earlier today. Here's what I thought. Hulk's getting up there in years, and he's kind of he's been hit in the head many times, a lot. Do you think that he forgot that Macho Man was dead, and
he was like, he's like, oh, Randy misses my
oh, Randy, here's Randy.
So this podcast that I was listening to, where I like had this random jogging my memory. They were talking about Andre the Giant.
Yeah. And
they said that Andre the Giant like really hated Macho Man Randy Savage.
Really?
They did not get along. They didn't get along. And he said one of the reasons was because Andre the Giant hated baby oil, and Macho Man was always covered in baby oil.
He's your spirit animal, because I know how much you love baby oil.
You know I love baby oil. I love putting it on. I love putting baby oil on and then putting a shirt on and just letting it stick to the baby oil. That's my favorite feeling.
That's the best. Don't ever talk about that on this channel again, ever.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's
you made a connection, though. You made a connection with the one and only Hulk Hogan.
I thought that was a big moment for me.
Dude, it's a big moment, no question about it. I wish I got retweeted by Hulk Hogan.
I was very excited. I woke up and I was like I had all these notifications, and I was like, what the heck happened? I thought it was like one of these things where you get tagged with like a list of people. Like there's like 50 people in this list, and then people just like it because their name is on it.
Yeah.
For sure. I was like, for sure that's what it is. And that's not what it was. I was blown away. And then I like woke my wife up to tell her.
I'm sure
and she was so like, happy. What? I was like, Hulk Hogan retweeted me. And she was like, I'm going back to sleep. Anyway.
Congratulations.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way, the real important stuff, we can get to whatever else we're talking about. Oh, that's right. Our book.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and just talk about what's going on with our book?
Yeah. So once again, launching into April. And we have, should we talk about like some of the decisions we've made? Are we going to,
not too many because I want to get some stuff down, but just talk about just the general process that we're going through right now.
Yeah. So basically we're not like going back to the drawing board on anything. As far as the book itself goes, I think that we've made some changes just because we had a lot more time. And so we started thinking about it, and it's nothing, there's nothing major, so people should not worry about anything like that. But
enhancements, like we just kind of up the end.
That's a better way to say it, is enhancements. So we've changed things in that way. But the things that you're going to probably notice most that we have altered is going to be on the campaign itself. There's going to be, I think, we had talked about this a little bit, but we're going to come in with some different perks and some different, maybe some different tiers. We're going to come in with a different like price point for our comic, or sorry, not price point, but goal, because we started with like an $8,000 goal and we thought that was attainable, but I think what we're going to try to do is get the comic made, number one. And some of the exciting stuff along with this is like, color. We want color. We might not be able to get color right away, but we have an awesome colorist on board with us right now that we think is going to help us reach those goals. And it's that Vegas Day. And he does, I haven't seen anything else CG related besides
Lone Wolf.
He does the color on Lone Wolf, and it's awesome if you want to take a look at that. And he did a test, like a sample page for us that was tweeted and retweeted and shared. And it is really good. Like, I love his style. I love like the blotchy, like kind of textures he does, the watercolor kind of look to it. I think it lends itself well to our book, and it's going to be really cool. I think we will make that goal. I think it'll be, I'm not going to say it's easily attainable, but I think it's a goal that we can absolutely make. And it's going to be really neat to see that book colored that way. Yeah. And Sept says it was a lofty goal. It was a lofty goal. But we, once again, we're not shy about saying we are first timers and we didn't necessarily know. But I think we did really well for, just jumping in with both feet, like not looking and jumping right in. And this time we know a lot more. We've, talked to a lot of guys like Chester Busby and Narwhal and Vaughn and Tyler, Malin. All those guys, Malin, and they were all like, the one thing that they all said was just regroup and come back. There's no you didn't make it. What's the big deal? Regroup and come back. Yeah. And they gave us some other advice as well. And we're taking all those bits of advice that I think are all very good. Like, we seriously appreciate anybody's advice that anybody gives us. And we take all that to heart. So that's what we're doing, is we're coming right back, and we're going to go, full force on it. Dave in the house from Fort Myers, Florida. What's up, man?
What up, Dave?
Welcome back. It's been a while. Thanks for jumping in and checking on us.
Thanks for stopping by and checking on us.
So yeah, those are some of the things right now that for sure is happening with HIRO.
One thing else you want to add? Well, I just want to say I'm just really excited about some of the enhancements. because it's going to make it really fun to draw. I mean, the story is a good, solid story. What we did was we go in on this good, solid story, and we add cool, fun things, you know, and just kind of like making it that much more fun for me to draw. We're expanding sort of the technology of the universe. We're just kind of adding some cool things that it's just going to add a lot of cool ingredients to it. So
I think that you hit it when you said expanding on the technology of the universe. That's some of the enhancements for sure that we started thinking about, that I'm pumped about too. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? So Doug told me that we need to keep our eyes peeled on Lone Wolf. That's like pretty much all he said. He's very cryptic about it, right? So
when you say Doug, you're talking about
not
Doug
that
Garrett,
we need to put any Easter eggs of anything specific, but I think that it might be time to think about some things like that.
You want to add some Easter eggs to HIRO?
Yeah.
Maybe like these guys in the chat would like to have Easter eggs dedicated to them. Some of these guys.
I mean, I think you need to have a Rick Tofferson gun laying somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Trey, and it'll say TD on it, on the little grip, so you know it's Trey's gun.
Yeah. Well, he's if he comes back for more, he'll have a knife named after him, right?
Right. Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's what he went in on the first time. So we're still hoping Trey. You know, no pressure, Trey, but you're going to have to come in stronger this time.
Yeah, and there's gonna, like, I think there's some other things that we can do too. So anyway, I have ideas. I'm getting ideas. What I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. That's the thing about this whole experience, the whole experience. Even the first time around, like, you know, we didn't make it, but man, dude, it's a lot of fun.
It was, super. It was so much fun.
And I love the campaign experience. Like, I love going into it again. Some people really get, like, I hear a lot of people talk about it, and they get really, it's tough on them. You know, the campaign's hard on them, and it is hard. It's a grind, like, especially when you have to figure out something to say about it new, like, every day. And marketing is in your blood every minute, you know?
Yeah.
But for me, like, more so than that, it was just the fun of it, especially the connections that we're making with people and meeting new folks and stuff. It's just a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to the campaign starting on April 30th again and getting back into it.
I agree. I remember the feeling of when I was like, I think I was walking around and you were like, I was outside and you were like, should I just make it live? I was like, yeah, dude, just let her go, man. Make it live. Let's just do it. And that feeling of like knowing that it was just out there and it was open and like people could see it, and if they want to, they can buy something. It was really cool. And then I look back and I'm like, man, I was like, that's just a couple months ago, and I was very naive in a lot of ways. And so I'm just really excited to go into it again, knowing more, being ready for you know, to jump back on the promotion wagon and just talk about it. It was super fun. I can't wait to get on some more live streams and do some more of that. So,
well, speaking of promotional, we got to sort of address the gorilla in the room, the elephant, you know, that we're not talking about. And you know that I'm getting a little bit agitated with you because things like you do things like you tweet at Hulk Hogan and you get a retweet, and you get a bunch of backers or a bunch of followers on Twitter. Now I have been the Twitter king in our little group for a long time. With, you know, I've been over 600 for a while now. And you're really gaining, man. You're really gaining. I'm just going to look over here and check real quick, see where you're at.
Do a little check.
Let's check.
I gained another one in like the last hour at some point.
You're already at 516 backers, which blows my mind. I mean, yesterday you were at like 450 backers. So that one tweet got
like
45 backers.
It's insane. I don't like I don't know how it happens, but I talk about dumb crap. I throw a lot of stuff at the wall, and most of it doesn't stick. But every once in a while, something will stick.
Well, and I'm at 642, so I'm still I still got. I mean, I got a lot of weight on you still, right, in this matchup. But I have to confess that you're getting way closer than I ever thought you'd get.
That's right. You better be nervous.
Dude, I'm putting out strong tweets, man. I'm tweeting strong. My tweet game is
some strong tweets. Strong tweets.
Thanks. I'm putting out stuff like artwork, stuff that's made for getting retweeted. And you're putting out things like Thunder Strike. What's the name of that show?
It's Thunder in Paradise, man.
Thunder in Paradise. You're putting out theme songs from 90s shows, and you're really gaining ground hardcore on me. So
hold on, I'm gonna put the Thunder in Paradise intro for the chat in a second.
Yeah, because that's really important. No, but for real though, man, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. I just want you to know that.
I appreciate that.
Your Twitter game is way stronger than I ever gave you credit for.
Who knew? I didn't even I just didn't do anything Twitter related for so long. And who knew that I have a Twitter whatever. I'm a natural.
You're a natural, like Robert Redford. You put out you started out, you didn't even know how to tweet. You remember, like when we first started?
Oh yeah, I remember.
You guys, this is what you don't understand. We started on Twitter. Dan literally started on Twitter when we started the HIRO campaign. He didn't like it, didn't understand it, didn't want to be a part of it, and he jumps on it to just help me promote. And he started out with what'd you have, 100 backers?
Oh, I had less than 100.
Yeah. And now you're just rolling like a steamroller. You're over 500.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty excited.
We need to see. I think the race is to 1,000, right?
And the race is to 1,000. Okay.
Yeah, and during the campaign, that's the race. If I cross 1,000 before you do, then I get bragging rights, and you have to listen to me for years. If you,
I can deal with that.
If you hit 1,000 before me, then you get bragging rights, and I have to, listen to you. So that's where it's at, man. It's the race to 1,000. I'm going to tweet that out later tonight.
All right, you should do that. All right. So, chat, I just dropped the YouTube link. It's real important that everybody watches that. All right. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
All right. So there's something else that I wanted to.
While you're thinking about that, I just wanted to do a few shout outs real quick.
Do it.
First thing I'm going to do is go through the chat and shout out those who have joined us tonight, which I really appreciate. So Jeff Lastly, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you stopping by and checking on your boy. Cross, always a pleasure. And I do have your resume, and you will be, as soon as I can get rid of Dan, you will be the permanent co-host. Abe, what up? Hope things are going well. We did respond to some of the things you were saying. Just keep on hustling, baby. It's right there at your fingertips, right?
That's right.
Let's see who else we got in here. We've got your boy Tyler. Tyler, you are killing it, my man. I've been watching your videos and things are going great. Real proud of you, and you're just hustling, and I love it.
And we got to get back on Tyler's show so that we can get our most watched most guests lead again, because Narwhal beat us. We had 25 or something, and Narwhal got us.
That's
right.
And
then some other dude got Narwhal the other day, so we got to get back on there again.
Yeah. Your boys jumped in, and we had 25. We were hot.
Right.
We were
hot. We were hot that night. That's right.
And then somehow another Narwhal comes in with his tinfoil hat.
Man, I hope he really does do some tinfoil. What's he call it? Foil sona.
Yeah, that's really funny. And I was in his chat one day, and I was talking about he should do a short story about a guy. Yeah. I think this is a good idea.
I was on that chat.
Yeah, remember I said, be a guy who literally is crazy and wears tinfoil, but aliens invade Earth, and he's the only one who's literally prepared because of the tinfoil, because their weakness is tinfoil, and he becomes the tinfoil warrior. That's funny.
That's it. Have you ever seen it's a Mel Gibson movie. It's M. Night Shyamalan. Joaquin Phoenix is in it.
Yeah.
Where the little girl puts glasses of water everywhere, all over the house, all the time.
Stupid.
And then she's like, the end of the movie, she goes, "Swing away, Jude," and then the Joaquin Phoenix realizes that the water is what hurts the alien, so he like swings,
shatters water,
shatters it. I said, "Swing away, Jude," and I was hoping somebody got the joke, and nobody got the joke.
Oh man, you're too smart for the rest of us.
Also, my kids, I say that to my kids because they leave water glasses all over my freaking house everywhere.
I say it
to them.
I say, pack it up, Angie. That's my saying around the house. Pack it up, Angie. And I'll explain that to you. There's nobody in my house named Angie, but I'll explain that to you one of these days offline. This is a really funny inside joke. Pack it up, Angie.
I'm looking forward to that.
So let me finish my shout outs right here. Trey.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trey, one man fan.
Hashtag one man fan.
You are the man. We love you, baby. Let's see. Manny came in. That was really cool. Thank you for stopping by, Manny. We're sorry we go to bed so early.
He's on the East Coast, but he probably won't be streaming until he's back West Coast again, I'm sure.
Yeah, either way, but man, I saw him at a con. He had a setup at a con, and man, his artwork looks great. He is hustling, and congratulations, Manny. The piece you got going for Tales from Beyond the Gate looks awesome. Can't wait to see that story. Then we got Sep. Michael Lehiton. And I'm not sure who Michael is or if we've met him yet, but I really appreciate you stopping by, man. Thanks for doing that. And come on back for the next stream. Sep, my Tennessee homie. Look at that, Sep. Appreciate you stopping by as always. And keep that donation hot in your pocket because we're going to make a really cool comic.
Earlier, he said he can't wait to be an evil bastard.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be it too. We're gonna put you in there, my friend. It's gonna be cool.
We've been talking, so
we got ideas. Dave Asanowitz stopped by, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that.
Dave's been a supporter for a while.
Yeah, man, he's been around for a minute. I appreciate you, Dave. Thank you for supporting us. And then Macho, of course.
I'm here, and I'm dropping the finest YouTube videos you're going to see all day, right in the chat.
Yeah.
But Seth, I want you to. I was screen sharing, but I don't know if Mutt probably had it locked on him because he's a diva. But once again, I made this thing, Seth. I made this. I hope you can see it. And it's a Nintendo cartridge. Like, I just imagine, what if this was a game, right? And the video game's probably not going to happen. But I just was thinking, it looks like the little sticker that would be on a Nintendo cartridge. This piece of art that Jason did, and so I want to make this into a T-shirt. It's just going to be a cartridge on the front. With this, and it's going to be amazing. So if I make T-shirts, I'm gonna let you know. I'm really excited about it.
Dude, listen, I'm a believer. The first domino is getting backed. That's the first domino.
That's right.
We get that domino knocked down. The next thing that happens is a book, and the next thing that happens after that is another book, and the next thing that happens after that is some kind of something else, and then a game right down the road.
Abe was about it. And I know he has good taste, so
definitely does.
But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, this IP is pretty solid,
dude. It's gonna be great.
I think it'd be really good
when people catch this story and they get it right, and they start enjoying it along the way we enjoy it right now. And when that feeling gets onto other people when they're reading it, and they can really kind of catch what we're throwing down. Dude, it is going to be like wildfire. They're going to love it, and they're going to spread it around to their friends. And it's, we've seen enough of these people, and I've studied enough of these people out to know that the first domino doesn't have a ton of effect until it's down the road. But we got to knock this first goal out of the way.
That's right. That's right. We got this.
Hey, some other projects that I'm really excited about. I just want to give some shout outs for that. I'm really excited about Lone Wolf. That's coming out soon. I think all of that's at the printer now. So Shout out to Big Doug.
Dude, I had to throw $5 on a Lone Wolf pin.
Oh.
And a Lone Wolf sticker. He had those like secret perks. Did you? Y'all, you didn't see that probably.
I didn't see the secret perks. No,
I got the secret perks. All right. So I'm getting a pin, I think it's like a metal pin, maybe. Yeah. I don't know, engraved. I don't know. Maybe it's a clicky pin. That's fine too.
You already got the art book too, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the art book too. But it was $5 and a Lone Wolf logo sticker, and I'm gonna put it somewhere. It's gonna look sweet right back here somewhere. But I'm freaking excited about that book and that art book. It's gonna be so sweet, and a T-shirt. I get them all.
I get the book and the T-shirt.
Yeah, T-shirt's gonna be sweet too.
I did the cover. I did an alternative cover, and you've seen it.
That's right. I've seen it. It's awesome.
I thought it turned out okay.
I thought it turned out great, man. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see that get printed up too. I'm not sure like in what context at this point he's going to do it. It might be like a down the road thing, or it might be now. I'm not sure how he's going to use it.
Like talking to him, he has some big plans for expanding that universe. Like he has some really good ideas, I think, and he's going to continue to do that, and that covers part of it, I believe. So.
The next thing on my list that I'm really excited about is Bigfoot Bill, another Doug TeNapel, my man.
Yep, dude, another good Doug,
man. And I'm telling you right now, that dude.
So I didn't back that, and I don't know really why. I don't have a good reason other than that. Like I have to keep myself on somewhat of a budget, or I will blow all of my money. And I spent $5 more on Doug Garrett. And I love that dude, and I wanted to throw $5 more at him and to get some more Lone Wolf stuff. Like I think that's a cool property. So anyway, but Bigfoot Bill is probably my biggest regret not backing. And I keep looking at that Red Rooster, and it's still like I can back on that. Yeah. And that book looks so freaking good. And I keep thinking like I slept on Bigfoot Bill, and I don't want to sleep on this one.
That Red Rooster, I'll tell you honestly, man, I wasn't a big Breitweiser fan, and it wasn't like nothing against him. I had seen a couple of Captain America books, and for whatever reason, it just didn't connect with me. It didn't appeal to me in the way that I like my Captain America stories. And I know he did all kinds of other stuff. I just didn't keep up with it. And then I kind of came into the Red Rooster thing. I didn't back it either. But I'm the same way. The more I look at this, the more I think
it looks really good.
The more I'm like
he
maybe
keeps
I need
dropping. He keeps dropping stuff, and
that's what's getting.
God, looks really good.
What it feels like is that the work has begun in earnest, and I know that they were talking. The Breitweisers had been talking about about having other projects that they had to complete before they could really jump into it, and that's why the store is still open way after it's been funded and everything. And I think everybody understands about that, but now I think the project has begun in earnest. Yeah. And we're starting to see like what it could be. And what I'm actually more excited about is not Red Rooster, but that Futurist book that he's been.
Oh yeah, that book looks great too. Futurist looks really cool.
I'm more excited about that particularly from me, and I'll probably be backing that for sure because that looks really cool. But Bigfoot Bill, my man Doug TeNapel is putting together a fresh IP that is you're going to get a video game with that thing. Well, I'm going to get a video.
You're going to get a video game, and I'm going to play it.
Maybe I might let you. But yeah, no, my personal feeling on that was when I saw that, I thought this is an IP that could go well beyond comics. It could really shed a lot of light on more conservative creators and people like us in this type of community, because that particular thing can go cross-generational. It's really got a lot of like weirdness to it, but a lot of really eccentric artistic inspiration to it. So I think that a lot of people are going to dig it. And it's just like the story and his style just go perfectly hand in hand. I think he just kind of hit it at a moment. We kind of caught on to Doug TeNapel at a moment when he had his big idea. And I think it is Bigfoot Bill. Hopefully, hopefully it won't. It'll be like that. But I'm a big believer in that one. So I jumped on it. I jumped on it early, and I can't wait to see that book come to my door.
Right. You know what else I'm looking forward to, and it's funny because the person just happened to jump into the chat, Mr. Bruce Patnaw. I'm looking forward to the Wreck getting back on Indiegogo.
Shoot, yeah, man.
Yeah. That I just had to say something to welcome Bruce into the chat. But for real, I backed the Wreck the first time, and I'll back it again when it comes back.
Too. Me too. And the Wreck is a really cool book. And you know what I thought? When I saw the Wreck, I thought that's one of those that's got potential to go beyond the comics too.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like it's got a movie feel to it. So
yeah, he says I like what Bruce says about his. He says you have popcorn movies, like it's the one you sit there and you're throwing popcorn in your mouth and you're watching it and you're into it. And he says that's how he writes his comic books, and I dig it. That's what I want. I want a popcorn comic. I want to be able to flipping through that thing, burning through it because it's such a an action-packed, fun book. I'm into it.
There's a couple more that I'm really excited about. One is Detective Dead.
Yep. Okay.
I feel like Detective Dead is a really great property, and I've been following Rod Looper, the artist on that.
Yeah, he's good.
And man, I love his style. I love his pencils. The inks are tight, and man, the colors on their project looks great.
Yeah.
And I love those characters. The characters are weird. Detective Dead is like it's almost like a Shadow, the Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow, but
yep.
It's kind of like that, but there's like supernatural powers. It's very mysterious, but at the same time, very effective, like Batman. So, and then you got these weird, like half mechanical, half spiritual, half ghosts, half. It's all of these weird things, kind of hodgepodge put together.
All over the place, yeah.
I love Detective Dead from what I've seen of it so far. Very excited about that. Really anxious to get that book completed and in my mailbox.
Yep.
Other than that,
what about our boy Tyler Demons?
Oh yeah. Give a shout out about part 2 because I know you're all over that.
So I haven't backed it. I'm going to back it. I better look and see how many days are left. But our boy Tyler Carpenter, who does the Draw and Talk YouTube channel, has a book. He's been working on this project for a long time, I think, and he did his first volume a couple years ago, maybe Demons, and then he has a volume 2 he just launched. It's getting funded. I think it's funded. I think he's going for a stretch goal now, and then he has one more volume that'll launch next year at some point, I believe. But Tyler is an awesome dude. He's a great creator. He is like he's a big proponent of indie comics in general. Like he lives and breathes indie comics. Like if you want to talk to somebody who loves every single part of the process of creating a comic, Tyler is your man. Like from concept to like creating characters and writing making a world around those characters, and like just the back end stuff, like how to get followers and how to like make exciting videos and how to do, like, he is the man. He knows all that stuff. And so his book looks really cool. I do plan to get that one. I probably will go digital on that because I've put myself on a budget. And because I want to get volume 1 and 2 also. I'm going to get both of them.
What's cool about Demons and Tyler is that you can watch the book's progress, right? As Tyler's progress gets better, and he's been very vocal and open about sharing everything and talking to people that have helped him out. And so, he's got a great thing going. I wish him all the best. I think he's going to do fantastic. And obviously he's been funded. He's gotten funded already. He's gone past the fund. He's gone past his funding goal, and now he's in his stretch goals.
I think he's close to the first one, maybe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I'm excited for that.
The other one I'm excited about is Earthbound by our buddy Narwhal. Now, Earthbound was a weird one, right? Like his style is animated. It looks like animation cells to me. And a lot of people, when they see that Earthbound style, they're kind of like our Narwhal style. they're kind of like, what is this? You know, they don't really understand. But when you start looking at it in the context of story, and now he's telling a story from panel to panel and using his art style to his advantage, man, it's really kind of magical. And his color and lighting are phenomenal.
Yeah, his color and lighting are incredible. And if you look at if you follow his Twitter account, he'll put up a random a random panel that he's done, and he will it'll be a normal. It could just be people standing in a room, and he'll be like, "Now this is what's interesting about this panel," and he'll talk about the panel, and you'll be like, "Oh wow, I never thought like." That is really interesting. It's just people standing in a room, but he's told you like he's like it's because it's this angle, and there's no way you could get that in real life. So what I've done is I've done this, and I've moved this, and like I've changed this ratio or whatever, and I've like used this color so that it looks more natural in this light or something like that. I don't know. And he's just like such a he might even be like you know, like we're all nerds, but he's like almost to like creator geek status, like because he knows all these weird these weird things to do to like for his art to make them. I don't know. He's a cool dude. I've been on the kids table a few times now with him, and I love going on there with him and Vaughn too, because I love getting Vaughn going on anything, because Vaughn just gets fired up on stuff.
Yeah, we should talk about Monster MD too, because Vaughn's going to drop that, I think, in April or May.
Yeah. And so anyway, Narwhal is great. He is a master, man. That guy can draw, and he can color, and he can do it all. So I'm pumped to see where he goes.
Yeah, and he's a meat cutter.
And he's a meat cut. He just cuts meat all day long.
He's a meat cutter at like a deli, you know. But then he does comics after work. So you know, mad respect for that guy. He's hustling. He's working hard, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, Vaughn is
Monster MD.
Monster MD, man, that's going to be fun. And I'm telling you right now, that could be the next big movie.
Dude, it could be so good. And he has like that guy. That property is genius, and whoever's doing the art is absolutely like.
I think Vaughn's doing the art, isn't he?
I don't know if Vaughn. I don't think Vaughn's doing it. I think Vaughn's just writing it.
I know he's an artist in his own right, so maybe.
Yeah, he is. But I'm pretty sure it's somebody else doing the art. I think.
Well, the concept is what I'm so attracted to. Like it is a neat concept of a doctor who takes care of monsters, right? And he has a Frankenstein arm. He punches werewolves when they get out of hand. And he's got an invisible assistant.
Yeah. I thought that was really clever.
Heidi.
Invisible Heidi, Heidi, so good.
Yeah. So, dude, I'm just telling you right now, like there's a group of people we have around us is so cool, and I'm really glad we landed when we did in this group. And we're definitely, you know, not up to the level of some of these guys. We're going to get there though, because we're going to use everything we learn, like you said. We're going to be teachable. We're going to figure out all of the shortcuts and all of the ways that people can, you know, help us get to where we want to be faster. And we're going to hustle. That's one thing we got going for us is we can hustle.
Oh,
what happened?
Nothing. I can't type and talk at the same time. And,
all right. Yeah.
There you go. I've done what I needed to do. Sorry.
All right, good. Well, look, man, I mean, that's all I had to talk about tonight. Did you have anything else that we need to cover before?
Nothing specific. I think we got everything. We we gave some very cryptic HIRO updates. More will come out. Oh, this is one thing I want to talk about. Not official. This isn't official. Maybe you and I should talk about it a little bit more. But we've been talking though. Like we haven't done anything for a while. Like this is the first stream in a while for us.
Yeah.
But we have both said that we should maybe get somewhat more regular with our stream, right?
Yeah.
So that's something that I hope we'll be able to. You guys that are interested and that keep coming back, we really appreciate you, and that we hope that we can do more regular streams in the future. Maybe it's probably not going to be a same day, same time every week sort of situation, but I think that we're going to get a format together and do something so that we can just continue to grow the community in our own way. You know, we're not. This will be promotion for us, but it's also promotion for other people, because we that's one thing for Mutt and I. We love meeting new people, meeting new folks, learning about their creative processes and stuff. So I think that's something we need to focus on in the coming weeks or months here.
Yeah, dude, I definitely want to get more regular, right? I want to have more live streams.
You should eat more. You should have more fiber in your diet if you want to get more regular.
You get these streams right. Get my stream flowing right. No, we got
stepping off, taking off. Peace.
Peace
out. I just
want
to say bye. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Peace, Sep. Have a good one, buddy.
Thanks for stopping by.
But yeah, you should get more regular. That's healthy.
Yeah, and we're gonna figure that out. And the thing about that is that as we get into promotional mode, we will be doing that a lot, obviously. The thing is like, well, for me, it's really hard to be creative and stream at the same time. And sometimes I got to use the time I have, right?
Oh,
like in the evening, sometimes that's all the time I have to do comics. So
yeah,
I can choose to stream or choose to do comics.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely. You know, that's why we can't ever have same time, same time, same place every week, because it just doesn't work with our life. Mine either, because there's a lot of nights, like especially going into the summer. For me, there's a lot of nights where I'm gonna get home late because of what I do. Right. So yeah, and I'm like, Jason, I just need to go to sleep. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you, and I don't want to talk to you tonight.
I know, man. And the feeling is so mutual. But dude, I just want to say, hey from Tennessee, and you know, I hope you guys have a really good night. Thanks everybody once again for stopping by.
Yeah, we appreciate all you guys.
We're going to be back real soon with some more chat and some more cool things to talk about. One thing that we have promised and we still have not delivered on is the Rob Liefeld debate.
I got the silver bullet to that, so it doesn't matter.
Oh man,
take it easy, Bruce. Bruce is out of here. Thanks for stopping by for a minute, buddy.
Peace, Bruce. Thank you for stopping by. And that Rob Liefeld debate, I probably have got myself into some trouble, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Well, but we're gonna fulfill that promise, and we're gonna do that Rob Liefeld debate.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
So there's definitely some fun things coming up, and that's it, man. You know, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and watching us, and Macho and Mutt-Man.
Peace
out.
Out of here.